So I'm in my kitchen, I'm in a canning mood, and I have this huge package of hamburger. Half of it I'm going to use to make a sauce or a hamburger soup or a chili, but the other half I'm going to put into the bowl, and I'm going to make meatballs. And I am not going to, well, I'm going to par cook these in the oven just really quick, just like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going to can them up, but I'm going to take half of this hamburger, which is a big pack. I would say that's 2 pounds of hamburger. And I have 1 teaspoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I did not put no salt. It calls for 1 teaspoon. Actually, I did put a teaspoon of salt. It's right there. 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt and 2 tablespoons of parsley. I have 1 small onion chopped. It's minced really small because I don't want big pieces in. I have a half a cup of milk. I have 2 eggs from my chickens, and I have a cup and a half of breadcrumbs. And these are Progresso breadcrumbs. And I'm going to take that hamburger, I'm going to get it into the bowl, and I'm going to put all the seasonings, onion and egg and milk in, and I'm going to mix it, and I'll bring you back. Okay, we've got this all mixed up. On my cookie sheet, I have a little bit of coconut oil. I am just going to bake these off for about 10 minutes at 350. So what I want to do is take just like a 1-inch ball. And the only reason I'm baking them off just a little bit is because there's egg and milk in here. I know it's going to go in a water bath canner, but I prefer just to bake it for a few minutes. So I'm going to do 1-inch balls like this, and that's not the best because I'm filming with my iPhone, so just like so. And I'm going to do another, and you just want to roll these up in your hand to make a ball, and you can make them as big or as small. The only reason I'm not going to put broth in these because I might want them for like stroganoff or spaghetti sauce or something, you know. So we have this huge amount of hamburger meat, and I want to get it used. I'm trying to clean out my freezer and have more stuff on the shelf by prepping. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to bake these at 350 for 10 minutes. I've got my water heating up in the microwave for my lids, because I'm going to let them soak for about 5 minutes to heat up the seal. I'm going to put these in the cooker, and I'm going to water bath can these, and I will have the exact recipe and the time that I water bath canned it in the notes that are in the show notes below. So I'm going to keep doing this until this rack is filled, and then I'm going to get them in the oven. Okay, the timer just went off for 10 minutes, so these are pre-cooked. So they're coming out. They're going up on top of these because I don't have any room. I was canning piccalilli and stewed tomatoes, and now I'm canning these. So I'm going to take some of these meatballs, and I'm going to pop them into the jar. And I'm going to water bath can them for 10 minutes. Some people pressure can your meat for 75, but these are already pre-cooked. So with the water coming up and them cooking them, they are going to already be cooked by the time I take them out. Some people put liquid on them, like a onion broth or a beef broth, but okay, so we're going to go over the top with some vinegar. Make sure nothing breaks the seal, and check your jars. Make sure there's no cracks, and then you want to grab a lid, and then you want to put a ring on, and then get them into your canner. I'm just going to water bath can these. Some people pressure cook them for 75 minutes. Mine are pre-cooked. There's not going to be a problem because I've done this before. And they seal, and they finish cooking with the hot water up on them. I don't want them completely dry, so I'm going to keep doing this and get them in my canner, and then I'll bring you back. So my pot just came up and it started boiling, so I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. I do want to mention that I did put a 4th cup of water in my meatballs. The reason being is because I needed to weigh them down, and that's the only way I could do it, so I could not do them dry. I should have just did my onion broth and put that in it, but these are cold, so I have to wait for my canner to cool back down before I can get them in, and I will have a video for the onion broth. The timer just went off, we're shutting it off, and I'll bring you back when this cools off and I can take this out. So here we go. We just got the meatballs out of the pressure cooker or the water bath canning. I did it water bath canning, and you can see we've got a lot of broth. Even though I only put a 1/4 of a cup in, it steamed the rest of them, so they're completely cooked from the heat of the water and everything. So these are already sealed, and now my next canning process is making chili. So please check me out. Talk to you later. Bye bye.